Well, 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 what do we got here? You are so precious and so cute that I want to tie a pink ribbon around your neck and give you to my daughter so that you could be her next stuffy that she could cuddle when she had a nightmare. You are so precious and you are so cute that if you had a Saturday morning TV show, I would watch it every single Saturday, and I would even buy the lunchbox and take it to school to make my friends jealous. That is how cute you are. But let me tell you who I am. My name is Sergeant Sharky. My friends call me Sharky, but you are not my friend, so you will refer to me as Sergeant or Mr. Sergeant. And you need to understand, I am not your friend and I will never be your friend. I am here to do one thing, and that is to break you into 1,000 tiny little pieces and try to rebuild you into a yoga warrior. In order to do that, you will obey my commands like they came from your own sweet maker, because I am now your maker, and I will make you into a soldier, a fighter, a warrior, a yoga commando. You will become a weapon of ass destruction, or I will destroy you. You need to understand that you will please me or you will perish. And you should know from the get that you can never please me, because you are as worthless as a plastic dime store yoga mat that has been peed on too many times by an old dog with 3 legs. You reek of disappointment and dirty feet, just like that old son of a bitch standing at attention on his yoga mat. In fact, that is the only thing he is doing right, and he is only standing at attention because I have not started the video in which he will move. And when he does, he will do it poorly, because he is not a strong man. He is a dumb boy. He is so dumb, I suspect that 54 on his shorts is his IQ, and he probably cheated to get that score. Now, let me tell you a couple other things, boy. I called him a boy, and I'm going to call you a boy. If you are a girl, I am still going to call you a boy. Even if you are gender fluid and non-binary, I will think of you as nothing but a boy. And when we are done, you will do me the kindness of writing a nice letter to my mama and thanking her for raising me so that I could kick your ass, so that you would stop being such a disappointment to your own mama. Now we are ready to begin. You will step onto your mat and you will follow all of my instructions better than this ass clown that's on the mat in front of you. I will refer to him as number 54 or as boy. Now, let's begin. Boy. Take your left foot off of your mat, and when you lift it to the side, make sure you don't point your left toes left. Point them down. And then draw your straight leg back. That is called extension. You are to draw your leg back without leaning forward in order to do so, because this is booty duty. I'm here to work your booty. Place your ankle on your thigh, and now with your right hand, grab a hold of your left knee. Place your left hand on your sacrum. From here, you will pull your knee up towards the nipple. Then you will slowly release that position and step your foot back and across. From here, bring your hands to your heart. You will now honor me by squatting down, showing me the courtesy I deserve as your drill instructor. Do not lower your knee. You are not permitted to rest without my permission. Take your ankle back to your thigh. Now you will use your left hand against your left knee, and you will push it down. You will push that knee down like you were pushing a dirty, naughty dog's nose into his own poop to teach him a lesson. A lesson. Now step your left foot back and slide down. Imagine I've given you a scant 5 seconds to go to the latrine. You will bounce around to shake that little poop loose from your butthole before you rise up again. Now, rise up and step forward. Step forward to receive everything you deserve for failing to work on that booty. Remember, it is your booty to work your duty. or your duty to work your booty. Don't try to correct me. Lift your right leg to the right, and don't forget, don't point your toes to the right, point them down. Then, draw a line with your right big toe, parallel to the long edge of your mat to your right. That is your leg in extension without leaning forward. From the side, you can see I am still upright. Place your ankle against your thigh. And now grab your knee and pull it up. Pull it up the way your mama pulled up your britches. And then step your right foot back and across. Bring your hands to your heart. Slowly begin to curtsy. Do not go all the way down. Rise back up. Place your ankle against your thigh. And think of that right knee as that other naughty dog who just pooped on your new rug and push his nose into it. It is important that your knee, just like your butt, learn its lesson. Step your right foot back, a short step back, not a deep step back. You are not capable of a deep step back. And then slowly bend your knees, lifting the right heel, not the left. From here, you can move around. But a move around as though you are in a small latrine, just like on the first side. I am a generous man, and I have given you another scant 5 seconds to take a poop. Step your right foot forward. We will now begin. Reach your hands up into the air. Welcome to Stronger Yoga. Bow. Place your fingertips on your mat. Now your head is down and your butt is up. You are in a perfect position for me to spank you with yoga. The spanking that you will receive will be for your own good. It will be to make you stronger. You can shift your hips from side to side and then lower your butt. Place your hands flat on your mat. Step your feet back one at a time. From a plank position where we develop strength, lift your left leg. Point your left toes back. Now, you will lower your left foot and lift your right. You will repeat. It doesn't matter how many times I ask you to do this. Every time I ask you to perform a function, you will do it to the best of your ability. Press back into downward, dirty, dirty dog that you are. Again, you have one more opportunity to shift through your hips and bend your knees and move around. That's about all the time you get because I'm going to get annoyed with you just doing nothing there real fast. So come forward and lower your knees. Sit your butt to your heels. Place your hands on the mat behind you. As you lift your heart up to your sweet maker, you will thrust your groin forward into the air as though you were a man, not a boy. But you are not a man, you are a boy, so lower your butt. And then step your right foot forward. Slowly lift your left knee. Moving slowly and deliberately. Moving slowly as not to disturb the leaves or the branches underneath you. Our objective is to be stealthy. So now I want you to practice being stealthy by lifting one heel and pressing the other one down. It feels perhaps like you are marching and going nowhere. You should understand that's how I feel trying to teach you yoga. We are going nowhere, even though I keep saying a bunch of shit. Now lean forward and stack your hands on your right shin. Do not rest. You do not slouch. You do not round your back. You pull your collarbones forward. You straighten both legs. You straighten those legs and you act right and you fly right. Or I will kick your ass right out of this platoon. Reach up and slowly kneel back down. Go slow. If you go too fast, you will anger me. Step your right foot back. Sit back. Lean back. As you offer your heart up, you will thrust your groin forward. You will push down into the tops of your feet and into your knees. You are here to make yourself uncomfortable. Do you understand me? Now step your left foot forward. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Slowly push into the ball of your right foot and lift your right knee. From here, once again, you have the opportunity to march slowly and quietly. Your objective is to be stealthy, to be sneaky. Your objective is to be the perfect fart, both deadly and silent. Keep moving your feet. Try to make something of the body God made you and gave you. Time to finally own up, pay the piper, and show some respect. Show some respect for that body, for that booty. Stack your hands and slide them down your left leg. Now draw your heart forward. Try to lift your collarbones away from your hips. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe slow and deep. Breathe through your nose. Not like those ass clown mouth breathers. That's why God gave you a nose and put 2 holes in it. You might be able to breathe while you're doing stuff. Reach your hands up, pressure in your palms. Slowly lower that knee down. This is booty duty, but you're weak everywhere. So we're just going to work on lots of stuff. Lower your butt to your feet, plant your hands, and now you will groin thrust. You will groin thrust like you are a boy with a purpose, like a boy who wishes he could be a man. Lower your head back and look behind you. And then lower your butt back to your feet. Place your hands back in front of you at the top of your mat. Take your knees off the ground. Slowly touch your chest to the floor and push up, because that is called a push-up. And that is what is going to turn you into a man, little boy, you little cupcake, you little pancake, all different kinds of cake. Reach both hands up. You're like that guy in that Jumanji movie. Cake is your weakness. Lean forward and reach back. Step forward, squat down, reach your hands up. Pull your elbows down, and then rise up, reach up. You are not surrendering. You are complying. Reach down and touch your mat. Lift your left leg and step it back. Pull your hips closer to the ground and reach your right hand up. You will twist into every shape that I tell you to twist in. Touch your chest, push up and press back. Press back, damn it. And don't make fun of me. I will not tolerate even the slightest bit of insubordination. You downward dirty dog, lift your left leg up. Step softly forward. Don't you make a sound, you worthless piece of crap. Reach your hands up into the air and then lean slowly forward as you reach your hands back. Even this dumb old man can't obey my commands. Step forward. Bend your knees and squat. Reach your hands up. When you exhale, pull your elbows down 90 degrees and no more. Rise up. Exhale, hinge forward. You will touch your mat and lift your right leg up. Step back. Remember, step back softly so that the enemy cannot hear you. Reach your left hand into the air. When you exhale, reach down. Step back and place your nipples on the ground. Push up and press back. Have some respect for those nipples. Those are the ones your mama used to suckle you. What a disappointment you are. Lift your right leg. Step forward. Reach both hands up. Lean forward and reach back. Step forward softly. Squat down and reach up. Pull the elbows down and then rise up. Straight legs, straight arms. Maybe you're not worthless after all. Bow forward. Lift your left leg and step back. Pull the hips down. Reach your right hand up. Don't make a sound, or I'll kick you in the patootie. Touch your chest to the mat. Push up. Press back. We're going to do it again. Lift your left leg. In fact, we may never stop. You better be prepared for that. You better be prepared to work. Step your left foot forward. Reach both hands into the air. Maybe pull them back a little bit. Lean forward and reach back. Step your right foot next to your left. Squat down. Reach your hands up. Pull the elbows down. As you inhale, rise. Straight arms, straight legs. As you exhale, bow. Lift your right leg up. Step it back. Reach your left hand up. And then reach it down. You will step back and you will do a push-up, because a push-up will strengthen you. It will make a man out of you, you little boy. Now lift your right leg up, because we have to do it again. Step forward. We might just do this all day. I don't know. I got to know where I got to be. Lean forward, reach back. Step to the top. Squat down and reach up. Pull your elbows down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Lift the left leg and step back. Lower the hips. Reach your right hand high. Reach down and step back. You're going to do another push-up, because a push-up will make you strong and you are weak. Lift your left leg and step forward. Take your hands into the air. Do not wave them like you don't care, because you do care. I care. We care. Step forward and squat down. If I didn't care, I wouldn't waste my breath on you. Rise up and exhale, bow. Now lift your right leg and step back. Reach your left hand up. And you should understand, as you do your last push-up, that even though I say I care about you, I lied. Because I do not care about you. I only care that you are turned into a yoga soldier with a strong body and a strong butt like that of a Greek god. Lift your groin. Push it forward. Get used to that, because that squeezes your butt. This is booty duty. Do I have to keep reminding you? Draw your left leg back into a bird dog. Place your right hand on your belly so that you remind yourself your belly should not be spilling into your hands. Pull that sucker tight as you point that big toe. That's right. That's good practice. Maybe 10,000 more and you might have it. Now plant your right foot and turn to your right. Push down into your left hand and lift your left knee up. And then slowly turn your hips and your heart up to the sky, asking your Maker for mercy, of which they will grant none. Lift your right leg. Step forward. This torment is going to go on for 45 minutes. I don't mean your torment. I mean my torment of my throat getting sore, trying to talk like a drill instructor, which is very, very difficult for me. So you will have pity for me. Lean forward, pressure in your palms. Lift your left leg up. Now you are simulating that bird dog, only now you are standing and you are working your butt harder. Now bend your left knee and reach down. Your palms are still joined, and you are trying to touch your fingertips to the tips of your right toe while you point your left big toe at the ceiling or the sky. Make sure it's not pointing over your right butt cheek, but straight up. If you've lost command and control or ability to understand what's your right and your left, I can't help you. That is elementary. Bring your hands down to your heart and place your right ankle on your left thigh, because that's the leg you were just standing on. This is your one tiny little moment to release that right glute from its pain, torment, and suffering. Place your fingertips on your other foot now. That is going to give you the opportunity to stretch the glutes that you are working. We don't just contract them, we stretch them. We work them like taffy. We make them tasty. We make them delicious. Reach your hands up, and as you exhale, you may bow. Lift your left leg and step it back. Step back mindfully. Rise up. And place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Place your right hand on your sacrum. And while you try to drag your left knee forward and your right heel back, you will lift your heart and the crown of your head and twist. Your heart is at attention right now. Untwist. Place your hands on the mat. Step your right foot back and left knee down. Now, lower your heart down to your left thigh and slide your right foot back. You are not resting here. You are simply taking the opportunity to gather fuel, which is oxygen, which you will use to fuel your body into the next difficult challenge. We are beginning the other side, bird dogging. Extend your right leg straight. You can lift it as long as the leg is straight and your belly is not sagging. So place your left hand on your belly so that you are sure that you are using more of your butt muscles and less of your back muscles. If you don't understand the difference between those things, well, congratulations, Buttercup. You came to the right place. Now we're going to turn. We've got to work on our side plank. Plant the left heel. You're going to balance on the arch of your left foot. Lift your right knee, turning to your right, and keep trying to turn. Keep trying to turn yourself into something other than the worthless boy that you are. And then plant your hand and step back, you dirty, dirty dog. Lift your left leg and step forward. Step forward into your growth. Step forward into being a man, even if you are a woman or a gender fluid, non-binary being. Pressure in your hands. You will come into Warrior 3, even though a warrior is something I highly doubt you will ever be. And if you do become one, it'll probably be a third-rate one, and that's why Warrior 3. Now bend your right knee and reach down. With your palms still connected, try to touch your fingertips to your toes. Squeeze that heel to your butt. Now lift your arms. Rise all the way up. Plant your foot. You are standing on your left leg. So we will now switch and stand on your right leg. Place your ankle against your thigh. Keeping your palms joined. Do not separate your hands or I will discipline you. I will discipline you with my open hand. Place your fingertips on the top of your foot and press that left knee up into your armpit, trying to cover up that smelly, stinky armpit of yours with your own foul, dirty body. Rise up, plant your foot, reach up. Reach up like you got a purpose, and then hinge forward. Breathing slowly and deeply, even though you do not deserve to take the breath of a warrior who might deserve it more. Kneeling down, place your hands on your left thigh. We are going to twist. We are going to twist to the left. Place your right hand on the outside of your knee. There is tremendous energy in your legs. You are trying to drag your right knee forward and your left heel back. You're tightening your belly. You're tightening your belly like when you walk down the street and you try to impress somebody with your tight belly. Plant your hands. And when you slide your left foot back, just keep going until your chest lays down on your right thigh. You are laying your chest on your thigh and sitting to your heel in preparation for when you will do this in a very, very, very hard way. Because this is booty duty. And when we are engaged in booty duty, I do not slack. I do not show mercy. Come back into a tabletop. Bird dog. Extend your right leg back. Place your left hand on your belly as a reminder to keep your belly tight. Now reach your left hand left and extend your right leg to the right, pointing your right big toe to the right, lifting both the arm and the leg. And then draw your leg back, cross the knee over your back calf. Step your right hand to the right and lower your hips to the right. There is no rest for you because there is no rest for the wicked. You are wicked, but no one is more wicked than me. Extend your left leg back. Place your hand, right hand, not your left hand, on your belly. Reach your right hand right. Left foot left. Lift both the leg and the arm until you are in agony. Place your right hand down. Cross your left knee over your right calf. Step your left hand left and lower your hips to the left. We are going to teach your hips discipline. We are going to teach your glutes to be stronger than they thought they could be. Step your right foot forward into a knight's position. Rise up. Bring your hands down to your chest. Separate your hands. Lean forward and lift your left leg. Every time you lift your leg, whether your hands are on the ground or not, you are teaching your body extension. You are teaching yourself to be strong, not only in the front, all of your cute little mirror muscles that you like to admire when you kiss your biceps at the gym. We're going to work on your backside. Bring your hands to your heart and step forward. The right ankle is going to, no, your right heel. I didn't say ankle, I said heel. And you will heal, dirty dog. Place your heel on your groin and place your big toe over your knee. You are trying to press your thigh against your foot and the bottom of your foot against your thigh, like you would literally climb up your own body even as your body squats down. Press your chest against your shirt. Try lifting your left heel. Yeah, I wasn't convinced you could do that, but I thought I'd give you a try because I think it's cute. Bow forward. Lift your left leg and step back. Lower your knee. You are not in pain yet. I'm in more pain than you because it really hurts my throat to talk like this. Sit back to your left heel and lift your right leg up. You're trying to do a toe stand at attention. Maybe you can take your hands off the ground. The old man with the low IQ apparently can for a second. Now come forward. And now push your right knee away from your body. Like your right knee was the part of you that was the weakest. Like your weakest child, and you just push them away because they're not strong enough to be. Don't push your children away. That was taking it a step too far. Sit down. Hero's pose. You're not a hero. Not yet, anyway. So step your left foot forward. Rise up. Reach your hands out. I have only one question for you. Can you balance on your left leg? Or are you just as miserable and weak on the left side as you were on the right? You are a sad, sorry disappointment to me. But you're trying, so that's pretty good. But it's only pretty good. Don't get carried away. Step your right foot forward. I'm having a hard time constantly berating somebody for 45 minutes. But I will do it. Now notice that when I come into a stronger version of tree, that I am not planting my foot on my inside of my thigh with the toes pointing down. I'm trying to wrap my foot around my thigh the way a bird would grab onto a wire. Then squat down. Press your chest against your shirt. Let America see your nipples. And then try to balance on your right heel. Maybe you can balance better than the old man. If you can, who cares? You are only better than an old man. Look at that. Disappointing. Reach up, breathe in. Reach down. Step your right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Sit back. It's now time for toe stand at attention. Sitting on your right heel. Lift your left leg. Point the left toe. Squeeze your thighs together. Try to take your hands off the ground. If you cannot balance, it only proves everything that I thought about you. That was pretty good, I guess. Come forward. Push your left knee away from your belly. Not like a child, because even I'm not that mean. But you're trying to push away your own contentness with your sloppy laziness. That's what you're doing. That's really what you're doing. Step back into down dog. And lower your knees. Sit to your heels. Come one more time into hero's pose. That's what you are trying to become. You are trying to become your own hero. Now, we're going to see how much of a hero you can really be to yourself. Step your hands out wide. Slide your right leg back and lay your chest down on your left thigh. Your chest is on your left thigh and your butt is on your left heel. Try to lift your right leg without coming forward, without lifting your butt off of your left heel. Now, lean to your left. Sit down on your left butt cheek. Hold your left knee down with your right hand as you turn and look over your left shoulder to make sure that no one is sneaking up on you. Now come forward. Back into the tabletop. Slide your left foot all the way back. Now lay your chest down on your thigh, knee on your nipple, butt on your heel. Step your hands back. Drive your left leg straight, and without driving yourself forward or lifting your butt, lift your leg. Lift it. Lift it. Don't you dare quit on me. I know no quit. Not like the old man there. Now roll over to your right butt cheek and hold your right knee down. You turn and look over your right shoulder. Make sure the enemy is not engaged in a flanking maneuver. Make sure you're breathing. Then come forward. That's the kind of work we do. That's booty duty. But we ain't done. Step your knees back. Lie down on your belly. You got lots of butt fibers in your butt. We're going to stack the hips and the shoulders. So we're not rolling forward. We're not rolling back. We are stacked. Right and right hip, right shoulder over left. Now lift your right leg up and straighten it. Now I'll give the old man this. He's got a pretty good set of legs. Nice set of gams there. Point the big toe and then slowly draw your right knee to touch your mat gently in front of your left hip. Straighten your leg and make sure you're drawing your leg back in extension, like when we started class. Remember, don't turn your hips open. Make sure your toes don't point up. Bring your right knee down and touch the mat gently in front of your left hip. Straighten your leg, draw it back into extension. If this is causing you agony, if you are crying, it is only because you are weak, and I am here to make you strong. Extend your leg back. When I'm done, I'm going to use a strong lozenge on my throat. It is so hard to talk like this. But I will not give up, and you will not give up. You will roll to the other side. Because what you do on one side, you have to do on the other. And in warfare, that's called doing both sides. Now, make sure your hips and your shoulders are stacked. And pay no attention to that phone call coming in. Because I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb. And even my daughter will not disturb the hard work that you need to do right now. So, making sure that your hips are not rolling back, but they are perfectly stacked. Have I been emphatic enough about this? You will now see that my body lying sideways on the ground, my foot is going back, my leg is going back into extension. Then we flex at the hip and at the knee and gently touch the left knee to the mat in front of the right hip, and then we move into extension. Extension of the knee, extension of the hip. Extension, and then flexion. Moving mindfully, moving slowly, because that is how we torment ourselves. You must torment yourself in order to discover yourself. Bring your knee down and touch your mat. And pay no attention to the fact that you're doing this more times on this side than on the first side. Because nobody's perfect except me, because I know that your left side requires more of an ass whipping than your right side. You will never question my methods. Roll onto your belly. If you have the strength to push yourself off the ground, we did not work hard enough. But lucky for all of us, there is more time. There are more classes. YouTube can hold an infinite amount of booty duty ass whooping classes as you move your hips to the right and left. I also really need to scratch my left eyeball, but that would distract me and I'm too tough to scratch it. I will not give in. I'm a man. Damn it. Oh, that was annoying. Okay. Walk your knees forward, because I am going to permit you to lie down, not to rest, but to do more work, to do more booty duty. Are you ready? So plant your feet, your knees are bent and pointing at the ceiling, and your hands are resting at your sides. From here, you will use those weak and worthless glute muscles to drive your heels down, to lift your butt off of the ground. Driving your heels down to drive your groin up into what may be considered an unnatural act. And then lower your butt back down and place your palms on your thighs and push your knees in your hands. That counters the muscles. Now we're going to plant the hands and lift the butt down. Drive your butt up. Thrust your groin into the air, little boy. And then, without dropping your butt, bring your left knee to your chest. This is where you start to prove that you're a man, even if you're a woman or non-gendered. Lower your butt. Place your hands on your thighs. Push your heels to the ceiling and your thighs into your hands. Just countering the movement. Plant your heels. Now we got to do the other side. The other thing I've come to respect about soldiers is wearing a helmet is really uncomfortable, even after a short period of time. Lift your butt. Slowly, without dropping your butt. Lift your right foot and drive your knee towards your chest. That's pretty good, old man. Pretty good for an old man. Now lower your butt. Place your hands on your thighs, lift your feet, push your heels up. Lower your feet back down, step your feet nice and wide. Squeeze your knees together and squeeze your butt. If you can see that old man there squeezing his butt, I'll bet he could crack a walnut between his butt cheeks. And I'll tell you what, I would eat that nut. I would eat that nut with pride because it was cracked open by a strong butt, by a butt that understands its booty duty. Pull your knees apart. Now place your left ankle on your right thigh. Lower your knee and your foot to the right. That means your left foot is going to plant flat on the floor right next to your right knee. From here, you're going to try to lower your left knee down onto your right leg. You will fail miserably to do this. You will not be able to touch your knee to your opposite ankle. It should not prevent you from trying. How do you think you're ever going to get that knee all the way down if you don't try? How do you think that flabby, workless butt of yours is ever going to be able to power you forward into extension, into leaping up and down like a fucking superhero? Now we're going to work into this really, really deeply. So push your right knee down with your left foot and lift your right foot. If you don't understand my instructions, I'm going to provide you with those instructions 3 times in the hopes that you will get it right at least once. Push your right knee down and lift your right ankle off your mat. Lower your right foot and relax. Here's your last one. You got it? You got the right stuff? Push your knee down with your left ankle while you lift your right ankle up. And then release. Plant the left foot and cross the right ankle to the left thigh. And lower your legs to your left so your right foot lands flat. Remember, you don't rest here. You are wicked and there is no rest for the wicked. There is no hope of redemption for you. You are simply a worthless piece of poop, and I will transform you into a godlike creature that has a butt that should be photographed and put into fashion magazines. Now lift your leg and lift both legs and float your legs over to the other side. Having reviewed this material previously, I can assure you that the old man on the mat there can't do this as well on this side as the first side. So try to hold your left knee down with your right foot and lift your left foot up. And when you feel the difference between your right and your left side, just like the old man does, like the old boy man does, the old man boy does, there he goes with his second attempt. That was lame. It's important to understand that what we are trying to do is find the imbalances in our body. We're trying to expose them. We are trying to reveal our weakness so that we can turn our weakness into a strength. Release. Bring your butt back to the center. One more time, I want you to lift your butt off of the ground. Squeeze your butt. It is your duty to make a stronger booty. Your butt is a key component in your ability to move, to be a soldier, to be a warrior, to be a yogi. Bring your knees to your chest and then pry them apart. Squeeze them together, wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a hug because your mama ain't here. You may now stretch out and lie down on your mat. You are not permitted to cry, even though you will want to roll into a fetal position and sob for the rest of the afternoon. You cannot cry because I use tears to make my frozen strawberry daiquiris that I like to sip on the beach when I bury you in front of your friends. But fortunately for you, you have demonstrated a significant a word that I cannot pronounce, but it's a big one. You have put forth a lot of effort, and I thank you. You should know that you can subscribe to this channel so you will always get weird-ass yoga classes like this. You should hit like because you liked what I did. I know you did. So prove it and give me the damn thumbs up. That is really important on social media. It gives me credibility, and I need credibility. So then, also don't forget to check out our website and do all that other stuff, the scribey-likey stuff. Now the credits are rolling, but you're not watching them because you're lying there. But I can assure you there's names on your screen of people that are stronger and better than you. And they pay for these classes that you get to take. So you should show some respect. And if you'd like to become one, you can become a Patreon member for as low as $5. That's all I got for you today, soldiers. Thanks for attempting to turn yourself into something other than a worthless turd whistle. But even though I gave you a hard time, I want you to know two things. One, I deeply, deeply, deeply respect the military, and I meant no offense. I just want to have a little fun with booty duty. And two, I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me on this video. I hope you gained something from it, and I now have a sore throat. I love you guys. Namaste.